Hello, everyone. We're starting now the Pranic process online. I'm very happy to be with you all. It's very good to finally meet again for the Pranic process. I'm honored to have you all here. I'm taking a moment to set up everything and send the news to everyone. It's a good time for recalibration and for change. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for being with us. It's such an honor to have you all here. The Pranic process online, as you know, it's an 8-day program that we're doing every month. And tonight we're having the first meeting, which is streaming everywhere. So that's why you can see us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on everywhere else. I'm so happy to be with you, so happy to share this with you. It's such an honor to be able to have this time of change together. Sandra, I'm trying to send you the link also. There you are. I've sent you the link of the YouTube to be able to watch. On Facebook, we're going to be live for about 20 or 30 minutes tonight, just to give you an introduction of this class and what it is about. Same on Instagram, and then we're gonna just be with our participants. So I'm very happy to be with you all. This is an 8-day class of detox, recalibration, energization that we're doing together. I'm still setting up the filming, the filming tools, so some of them are still in the process, but really, really happy to connect. I'm looking forward to hear from you in the comments if you had some feedback after the eclipse and the meditations that we did together. We had beautiful meditations together, and we had several events with the Global Pyramid Society for the International Yoga Day. We had the unified team joining us together for the global peace movement and the global peace ceremony. Yesterday we had the solstice meditation. Yesterday evening, you can still watch it on my YouTube channel. And we had a beautiful group ceremony with Deepak Chopra, Deva Premal, and Mitten, and so many others that I'm arranging the cameras that are that have joined together in prayer with us for global peace and global change. So it's been wonderful, wonderful events that we held together, and we had beautiful time during this past few days. We had conferences with the Pax Lux Mundi group in Santo Domingo. We have prayed for peace and for change on the planet for many, many days now, and we hope results would come up really soon. Just trust and believe that this is possible. Now, for those of you watching, you're joining for the first evening of the Pranic process online. This is an online training, 8 days of daily meetings in the evening at 8 p.m. Bucharest time. We're meeting for 1 hour, 1.5 hours together. We're sharing tools for recalibration, energization, upgrade, and uplift your energy, and also detox at the emotional, mental, and physical level. And we're also doing a deep meditation together that energizes, cleanses the field, repatterns the energy field, aligns the chakras and the energy system, and increases the pranic flow. A very powerful pranic meditation that we're doing together every evening. Practically, the meditation is a total upgrade that helps us prepare our systems for the new energies to come. There's very powerful energies coming on Earth in this time of evolution. The central sun is aligning to the sun in our hearts and to the sun in the center of the planet. Therefore, we are being super powerful streams of energy flowing through us. That's why our bodies need to be prepared. You are invited that in this time of detox, maybe go as much as you can on liquid food or juices, or at least go vegan and take fewer meals per day. You know, you can watch your body, monitor your body, and see what do you need, and if you really need food. If you don't need food, maybe don't take it and take some juice instead, or make a smoothie of fruits and vegetables. Make something drinkable, you know, like a soup, or a raw soup, or a smoothie of greens and some fruits, you know, that can get you through the day with many vitamins, many nutrients, but not so much things to digest. You know, just give your digestive system a rest so that you can build more melatonin, more energy in your system in a natural way. You know, it has been proven scientifically, and you find this information in my book called the Pranic World book. It has been proven scientifically that when you give your digestive system a rest through fasting or pranic nourishment, it actually produces 400 to 500% more melatonin than the brain, which means that maybe your digestive system is built for something else that you use it. Maybe it's not only built to digest, maybe it's also built to be your intuitive guideline through your life. That's why many people say, you know, I can feel in my gut that XYZ, you know, the gut feeling that everyone is talking about might be the true function of your digestive system, might be the what it's built for, you know, your intuition, your connection to the world, your way of relating harmoniously to your environment might be located in the gut system. And maybe if you give it a break, you will be able to actually notice what its benefits are, you know. And for 8 days at least, try to give it a break, make some as much liquid food as you can, or maybe pause food altogether, just to see what it feels to be in this state. You know, we don't advise though to starve yourselves. If you feel hungry, try to bring nutrients and nourishment, but not in a heavy way. So instead of maybe making a salad, put everything in a blender and blend it together, you know, with some lemon juice, and you'll have a raw soup that you can drink. That's the alternative. Instead of making pasta or pizza, you can make something out of vegetables, and instead of eating the whole plate, maybe eat half of it and see how you feel and see if you need more. And instead of, you know, taking that burger with fries, no matter if it's vegan or not, try to instead prepare yourself something natural, like a mix and fruit of fruits and nuts. It's much more nutritious than your burger with fries, and it leaves your system much lighter. That's my approach to the beginning of a pranic journey. I'm not about starving people or forcing people to drive fast, because I know that for some it can be dangerous, especially if you have kidney problems. I'm not into putting everyone on water fast, because if your body is not because emotional and mental systems are very um, powerful as well. They are having a big impact on the way you feel in general, and also on the way you choose your food. So if you're starting a pranic journey, but you haven't detoxed at the emotional and mental level, you are going to have difficulties, because cravings and permanent binging will appear if you don't do your detox on all levels. And that's why many people, they go in retreats for cleansing or for pranic nourishment. They go on several pranic processes, even 8-day process, 7-day process, 21-day process. Those of you who are interested in pranic nourishment, you know what they are. And after that, they're even more um, unsatisfied, because they feel they have failed when they start eating or binging again. The reason you start to do that again, even if you've been in a pranic state or in a fasting for a long time, is that you haven't cleansed your body. First of all, the parasites, the bacteria that's not so good for you, the unhealthy gut rhythms, and also you haven't detoxed at the emotional and mental level. And these um, energy streams that are not detoxed are making you go back to toxic food or toxic habits that are not beneficial for you. So that's the explanation of why people, after fasting, after having a pranic experience, after having a pranic process, they don't really maintain that vibration, or even it goes lower if you feel guilty for having eaten or for having gone back to your normal, or normal rhythm. What we recommend is that people go through detox first, also doing colon cleanse. That's important, because no matter if you went vegan for 10 years or 3 years or 2 years, if you haven't cleansed your digestive system or in your colon, you're going to have still things in there that are requiring you or forcing you or making you to eat, crappy stuff, things that are not beneficial for you. So a colon cleanse and a digestive cleanse, a digestive detox, is very, very important for you to be able to keep a healthy diet and a healthy lifestyle and a pranic path. So the first thing I recommend for people to do is, one, start doing colonics. I don't recommend them every single day like the colonic clinics recommend them. I recommend once a week or once every 4 days, 3 days. That's because the energy structure has to be replenished. From my point of view, the auric field is highly impacted when you do colonics. There's many things that are being cleansed there. So you have to take a few days to get back to balance. And also you have to parallel it up with taking probiotics all the time, because the bacteria in the gut might be disbalanced by colonics if you don't take care of it. That's why we recommend that in parallel with the colonics, you always do probiotics, and I recommend people to do probiotics all the time, actually, periodically, because that the gut health is crucial for the general health. It's crucial for your whole system, starting from healing any type of fungus in the body and on the skin, healing tooth problems, digestive problems, even depression is possible to be healed when you heal the gut system. That's something that the Ayurvedic therapy, the ancient Hindu tradition, medicine for thousands of years has stated, and it's true. So the health of the gut, parallel the colonics with probiotics, with healthy, balanced nutrition that doesn't aggress your system, and also parallel it with parasite cleanse. All that is the beginning of the pranic journey. Without it, I have the experience that people go back to binging if you skip these steps. It's not like a tooth fairy, or you know, yeah, the tooth fairy is going to come, wave a wand, and you're going to be pranic overnight, stop eating. It's not happening like this. And we're not recommending people to try this without detox and without daily energy practice, because many damages can be done to the physical body if you are neglecting that first step. The second step, or the parallel step, you know, in parallel with the physical detox, is to have a daily energy practice. Meditation, qigong, yoga, bringing energy healing in your system is crucial for your overall health. It's very, very important that you take care of your daily cleansing at the energy level as well. Daily cleaning and energizing the chakras. And the auric field is very, very important. Knowing how to come in resonance basically with the pranic field that is within and outside you, to remove the blockages that would block you from experiencing the feeling of feeling nourished. That's the one very, very important step on your pranic journey, on your spiritual journey as well. So both the things that I've said so far about the detox and also about the daily practice, both are essential on a pranic, also in a general, on a spiritual journey. Even if you're not interested in going fully on prana or mostly on prana, you know, not taking physical food, it's very important that you still have these steps on your spiritual journey, no matter what your aim is. Every ancient yogi or qigong master that is, you know, on the path for a long time, highly experienced, would request to cleanse your system at a physical level. Yogis also require, the masters require dropping any animal product, or at least meat products, because that's not, the vibration is really not compatible with a high state of consciousness. And they're also recommending cleansing and purifying the body. And in yoga, there are many methods, you know, like Shamprakshalana and many other methods of clearing the digestive system, and also methods of clearing the chakras. And that's the very first two steps that are quite important, if not crucial, on a pranic journey. And these are the things that we begin with as recommendation in the Pranic process online. The daily practice is something you can't do without if you're aiming to be on a spiritual path. Otherwise, your frequency, your vibration is going to keep dropping. You know, at the planetary level, people right now are not in a very high state. Most of them are going through tough times. And if you don't keep the pace, you're going to be there too. So daily practice is really crucial. And that includes 8 steps. The daily practice that we're presenting or offering or suggesting includes 8 steps that are really, really important, and that I and the Ascended Masters that are supporting this class are highly recommending. So somebody here says, I have classes at 8 p.m. I cannot join. I say, well, whenever you cannot join, you're going to receive the recordings. So you're still going to be able to be with us. We're still going to work energetically with you, but you can also, of course, go to your classes if and when you have them. And then when you don't have classes, you can be with us, but still you can join this program and receive the recordings and ask questions and, you know, make comments after you watch them, have the meditations that are essential, you know, for the evolution on this path, and be with us. I mean, you're part of the group even if you don't join us every night. So if you still feel called to join, just join. Those of you who felt called to join, you are part, this is not only a personal development program, it's a planetary work, and many light workers that are part of this new stage of evolution on the planet, they feel that they're part of this as well. So before I state about the 8 masters that are supporting this class and the 8 steps that they're recommending on a pranic or spiritual journey, I want to also tell you that you can, jump in anytime. You can, because we're not going to be all night on all the whole session on Facebook and Instagram Live. You can jump in and be with us on our private group anytime you feel called. Just type me a message. I'm going to put you um, in the class group, and you can make the payments after. If you want to know what the payments are and how to participate, on Instagram, there's the link of the Pranic process online in my bio at the events section of the website. And on Facebook, it's in the description of this video. And I'm going to also place it in the comments for you to access it easier and decide to join us if you feel called to, because that's really, really, really important step right now, to be, ready to make a change and to stick with it. And that's why we made at least 8 days, because changes always require perseverance. It's not just you wave a wand. Sometimes you have to be perseverant to practice something repeatedly to be able to really, stabilized in that change. And now I'm going to just present, and I'm going to answer Michael and the others. I am going to answer your questions, but just I'm going to finish the introduction part. I'm going to just present the 8 masters that are supporting this class. Basically, when you join the class, you're not only working with me, you're working with at least 8 ascended masters that are supporting and encouraging this class. And you're also supported by the whole lineage, that have been on the pranic path before. That's the beauty of this process, that we are not alone and we're never doing this work alone. So the masters of this class and the ones that have recommended the techniques and practices of this class are in the specific order, Saint Germain, who is a master in alchemy, who has lived in, officially he has lived in the 17th century or so, but he's also participating in these days at several spiritual gatherings if necessary, because he has mastered perfectly the capacity of reshaping his body and keeping his body for as long as he decides to. Being a master of alchemy, he basically can keep his body in a young state at the age that he decides to, because mind mastery actually means having mastery over matter. The mind control the matter. If you are able to master your mind, you are basically able to have the matter around you and the matter that you are shaped from, your body. You can basically reshape it and work with it as you prefer. So that's what Saint Germain is recommending in this class, mind mastery, and the way to be in tune with the best and most productive thoughts and manifest the thoughts that you want to be seeing in this world, instead of randomly thinking stuff that just then turns out in your life and you don't know where it came from. So that's the first, one of the first masters that is with us. And the next one is Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion and kindness in the Tibetan and Asian tradition. She is recommending us to always stay connected, to always reconnect, to the universe, to your spirit guides, to your light beings guides, to God, to whatever you believe in, but to establish that connection all the time, so that you feel supported by something higher than your own mind, to be connected to certain higher than something higher than yourself, and that's keeping you in pranic state, in pranic flow. The next one is the Buddha, who is recommending a lighter and vegetarian diet, also out of compassion, out of raising your vibration, for the sake of keeping high vibration in a beautiful inner state, because they say that only when humanity is going to keep using other beings for their benefits and pleasure, it's only then that humanity is going to really evolve to its next stage of evolution. So Buddha, who is also part of this program or project supporting us, is recommending that we all move into a lighter diet, and certainly a diet without animal flesh. That's very important. The next one is Babaji, very high ranked master of the Himalayas, an immortal master that is supporting the planet for many, many thousands of years. He's also a master of alchemy, having an immortal body. Basically, he's maintaining his body at a shape and the youth of a 25-year young man. And he's appearing to his disciples whenever is necessary. He's teaching a method of yoga called the Kriya Yoga, which is a yoga of immortality, a yoga of liberation, basically. And he's recommending to cherish and respect our bodies, to treat our bodies as a temple, as the temples of our Creator, and to be aware that we are divine beings inhabiting a very beautiful, supercomputer that is our physical body, and to honor that and to really be in a state of love and respect and harmony towards our body, and to choose the right movement, the right clothing, the right fuel, and the right places for our body, as if it is the temple of the divine. The next ascended master part of the process is the Christed one. He is recommending us to raise our vibration through selfless service, or doing things for others just because we can, just because we have the ability to help and the skills and the gifts to bring to others, without hidden agendas, without necessarily expecting to be praised in return, just doing things for people just because we can and bringing our gift to the world. That's what raises our frequency. So we are invited during this process of 8 days to look deeper at what our gifts are and what we can bring and how we can bring them to the world in a selfless, harmonious way. That does not mean that we cannot exchange, request money exchange for your work. Selfless service means something deeper than that, means being on your path of purpose, means being being and doing what your heart feels, what makes your heart sing, and means being in alignment with your divine self when you do things in the world, and doing them for the benefits of yourself and others, and not for, just money or fame or hidden agendas that, have nothing to do with your divine self. That's what the Christed one is recommending. And we're going to detail on this in one of our classes, and we're going to have a meditation for that. The next ascended master is Saint Francis of Assisi. Is also part of or supporting this project. He's recommending, as spiritual practice and as a way to heighten your pranic flow and your frequency or vibration, is recommending to take as much time in silence as you can and as much time in nature, to be out in nature and connect with the natural elements, to fill your body with the natural elements, to be able to interact with nature and animals in such a way that replenishes you, that nourishes you, just the way he did. Because Saint Francis of Assisi is one beautiful, beautiful being that has learned to stay out in nature for many, many years. And he has reached such level of communion, with the universe, that he was able to understand the language of animals, and he was able to communicate with animals in such way that they were the ones bringing him food. So basically, he only was nourished when animals were bringing him something to eat. The rest of the time, he was on prana. So Saint Francis of Assisi is with us during this process and is recommending the time in silence and the time in nature as spiritual practice, as a way of heightening your vibration and going more into connection with your pranic flow. And last but not least, Mother Mary, who's one of my guides and dear ascended masters, and the angelics are recommending um, raising our frequency or vibration with sound, music, and words, paying attention to the words, using mantras and words for heightening your vibration, like basically spellbounding you into a higher vibration with the words that you're using and with the mantras that you're pronouncing. That's and the sounds, the music that you're listening to. And I'm going to detail on the impact of sound and music and words and how it really, really shifts not only our general state, but also our molecular structure, basically the structure inside our bodies. What we're made of, our molecules are shifting with the power of sound and music. So these are the 8 masters that are supporting the process and the 8 practices that we're recommending as something to add in your life and be persistent with on your spiritual path if you want to heighten your vibration and to be stabilized in a pranic flow. A spiritual practice is what brings really more prana in your and connects you to more energy, expands you in such a way that you actually become more energy. Without a practice, it's easy to drop back your frequency to the habitual state where you basically do again the things that you were doing before, and you're going to have the results that you were having before. If you want to be in a new state, you basically have to change the way you're doing things, because you can't keep doing the same things and expect to have different results. If you want to have different results, you have to do different things, to do something different in your life. And we're not saying that you have to radically change your life, but add slowly, and gradually add these practices in your life daily to have a higher frequency, to align to a higher vibration, to align with beings of light or beings on earth, that can help you, and to be more connected. And all 8 masters are also recommending, last and not least, the meditation as a daily spiritual practice for enhancing the pranic flow, but also for clearing your system. As I was saying at the beginning, an important, essential part of the general detox and alignment on a pranic journey or a spiritual journey is to clean and energize your chakras, your energy system. It's crucial, very important. So meditation is something that, should be in our daily practice when on a spiritual path. It's basically, someone was saying that, prayer is when you talk to God or to the universe, you pray, you ask for stuff, you talk, and meditation is when you listen. So when you pray and you feel your prayers aren't met, or you ask for things and hope for things and you feel they aren't met, maybe it would be a good time for you to stop and listen. What is it that the universe has to say to you, back as a response to your prayers? Is there something that it sends you as message and you're not hearing? Maybe it tells you to take a next step, do a class, have some healing, take a book that you need, whatever, and you're ignoring that. And then you say, oh, my prayers aren't met. Well, they aren't, because you aren't stopping to listen to the solutions that the universe is trying to give you. And basically, it's the meditation that keeps you in the listening mode. When you still your mind, when you go deeper into quiet and peace, inside yourself, that's when you really can hear what the universe has to offer or share with you. And maybe that's the thing, the key, the ingredient that you've been missing in your life for you to stabilize in a higher state. Tonight, we're going to add some tips about the meditation because it's the first topic on this process, but we're also going to take the questions that you've had for me to be able to answer a few. So if you have questions so far, please add them now in the comments, especially those of you on Facebook and the Instagram, because I'm going to close the live sessions soon on these two channels. Let me see, Michael, he's asking, I'm curious as to what do you think was the greatest benefit from the darkroom program at Tau Gardens? Michael, that's a huge topic. I love it that you asked about it. I am going to maybe detail about it today or in another session. But I'm going to first explain to people what darkroom is, because I think that's important, because I'm addressing this topic. So on my spiritual path, I've been a vegan since I was 17. That was 20 years ago. Not vegan, but vegetarian. That's what I became at 17. I've also felt to meditate when I was a child. I was meditating in a crystal. I had this journey, of being interested in things that were beyond our five senses. And eventually that led me to feeling energy in a different way. And I felt that we're all energy, and I was telling people that we're all energy, but I forgot all this when I was about 20 years old, and I started to work and study in parallel, full time, both of them. And I had many, many, many things to do during the day. I became very busy. So I forgot all about my spiritual, my holistic inclinations. And for 10 years, until I was 27, I went on the human normal path, forgetting about all the practices and meditations and all that. And I chased and integrated the normal achievement gains, being a manager, being the top notch of my of positions in my company and so on. Founding my own company eventually in 2010, I did all that just to see how it feels. And then when I felt I was really, really disconnected, I got back to meditation and spiritual practice. 10 years ago, when I was 27, I started meditating again. Eventually, that got me back into balance. And from there, my holistic journey began. I dropped my company and my old city. I went into a new city starting from scratch. My holistic journey as an author of 5 books now, as an international public speaker, and as a therapist. I'm now having a therapy called soul healing that I'm offering to people. And it's basically a way to reconnect to your soul, to yourself, and from there, healing the main areas of your life, career, relationships, sexuality, finances, life purpose, or whatever you feel to heal, from centering back into the soul and from finding the right answers from there. That's what my therapy does. And I'm practicing that for many, many years now, since 2012. And with the pranic journey, I knew that it's possible to be nourished by prana, because I had this, intuition and feeling. And I also met somebody 10 years ago, Jas Muhin, who is nourished by prana for many, many years. And when I saw her, I knew that, this is true and this is possible and it's all good. But I haven't aimed for this state, of course, because I was truly aiming for just being connected to my divine self. That's my only goal and aim at the moment. I though went into the dark room of Thailand, which is a training of 10 days where you are fully immersed in dark room without any physical light from outside. For 10 days, you don't see any external light and you don't take any physical food. So you're only on juices or water on or prana. So that was my training, 10 days. I I was very, very grateful to be there. I felt very, very connected to a very expanded, multidimensional state. My biggest benefit was that I connected back into my multidimensional aspect. I had the direct experience of no longer feeling as a human, individualized, disconnected person, but feeling an expanded, multidimensional, multiversal being with existences in several intergalactic systems. What we call lifetimes, I saw them all as being now. Not necessarily that I saw all my lifetimes, but I had the direct realization that we're living it all now and there's no past, present, and future. And I've also had the vision or realization of my multidimensional existences as all being now. So now I'm a being, beaming of light streaming directly from the central sun. Now I'm presence without form in the realm of beings of a very high consciousness. Now I'm an angelic being in a certain realm. Now I'm a different beings in different bodies in different galactic systems, including connections with the Pleiadians and Sirius systems and so on. Now I'm also an ascended master of certain frequency, and now I'm a blonde woman talking from this body here on Earth to your webinar. All this is happening now, and that has been my realization in darkroom and ever since. So as I'm sitting now in this body in front of you, I'm also having the perception and the direct experience of spinning galaxies. What is bringing to me is the feeling, the direct feeling of the permanence of my existence and of the existence of all things, which translates, if you will, in the mantra that we are love, we are infinite, and we are eternal. That's my realization, and that's, something that I've also learned, and many, many other things. I've been able to see the God in all and the good in all. Everyone was shining as angels when I came out of darkroom, and they're still shining as I look at them. So to see the divine aspect of all the people I meet, regardless of the roles that they're playing, is something that I'm maintaining since that darkroom. And that has been in 2013. Ever since, I've done another 2 in the year before this one. I've done 17 days in another training. And I'm starting to also do darkrooms in Romania soon with one of my colleagues. That's a new project that has come to me this year. So thank you for asking about that. Those of you who want more details, about the experience that I've had in darkroom, you can search on Amazon the book that I've written, Darkroom Retreat, A Lightful Mystical Experience. And in that book, you find all the details of what I've done. Domnișoara Al, when we do darkroom in Romania, you're going to be notified. We're starting to develop that project. Dr. Rajan, I'm not all the time looking into the Instagram camera because I'm shooting with 3 different channels at the same time. We're wanting to offer you this on Instagram. Just know that this is not the main camera that I'm looking at, and I hope you can cope with that. Thank you for notifying me though. Any other question or comment that you want to make on this topic specifically, you know, about spiritual pranic path or the pranic process? Those who want to be with us for the whole evening and the next 8 days of this process, there are until June 29th, I believe. Please make sure to subscribe and notify me. The link is in bio on Instagram, and on Facebook you have it in the comments so that you can join the full class. Send me a direct message. You can do the payment later. Just make sure that you join us tonight because it's going to be a very cool meditation in just a few minutes. Each evening we're having a powerful meditation together, and that is bringing so much energy and clearing in our systems. So if you're ready for that, I'm going to just close on Instagram and Facebook so that we can be with the people in my class and share that deep, beautiful moment with them. Just let me know if you want to be with them. Big hugs to all. Many blessings. Much love to everyone. Hope to see you soon in the session of meditation and in the next evenings for the whole pranic process online. Blessings. So stay tuned. Those of you who are already in the class, don't go anywhere. We're still going to be here for a while. But in the meantime, I'm just closing the live sessions on the other channels because the meditation is a private space that I'm holding for just the ones that have already subscribed. We invite you to take a moment to start closing your eyes, getting yourself comfortable, find a place where you're not disturbed by others. Tell your family or whoever you live with that you're having a few moments for yourself. It's going to be about 10 to 20 minutes of pranic flow exercise meditation. So just make sure you're undisturbed, maybe have some headphones if there's noise around you, and start following your breath. I'm taking just one moment to adjust technology and make sure you are with us fully during this meditation process. Start following your breath. Start to visualize, sense, or feel that you're in a light column from the center of the universe to the center of the earth. Start feeling that this light column is bringing the most beneficial energy for you now. And that with every breath, you're bringing in more energy from this column of light into your body. Every time you inhale, you bring in more light, more energy, more prana from this column of light into your body. Every time you exhale, you allow to release in this column of light all the energies that no longer serve you. Breathing in again. You breathe in this light into your lungs, into your heart, into all your physical systems. Imagine that your body is becoming this breathing organism, and all your cells in your body are starting to open up to receive the light that you're breathing through all your pores now. Start breathing through each pore of your skin and through all your cells now. Imagine that all of it is opening up for you to be able to breathe. Not just the nose, but your whole system. And with an exhale, you exhale out all the worries, the tensions, the concerns, the thought forms, everything that no longer serves you, everything that's not beneficial for you, everything that is not of light. Just exhale it out in this light column, knowing that the column of light is pre-programmed to dissolve, transmute, transform all that is not for your highest good. We ask and command that only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. We ask and command that we receive the best, most beneficial energy in this meditation now. The best, most beneficial energy and messages flow for us. May them flow for us now in this meditation. Each one being in his light column, in the best, most beneficial energy for him now, him or her. And as it flows through your body, you visualize, sense, or feel that it fills all your cells or your organs or your physical systems now. And you visualize, sense, or feel that you have a connection cable coming down from the center of the universe, from the heart of the central sun down into your heart. And you visualize, sense, or feel that it's coming down from the crown to through the crown of your head, coming down into the center of your head, into the pineal and pituitary glands, endocrine glands that are in the center of your head, calibrating them, calibrating your brain, filling all the parts or the corners of your brain, if you will. Then the flowing down into the neck now, into the thyroid gland, calibrating the thyroid gland now. Coming down into the chest, into the thymus gland, which is in the heart chakra in the center of your chest. Each chakra is connecting with an endocrine gland. It washes through and calibrates all the chakras and endocrine glands both at the same time. Then flows into the solar plexus and the pancreas endocrine gland. Feel as it washes through that as well. Flowing down into the sacral chakra, 2 fingers, 3 fingers below the navel, and into the ovaries or testes as endocrine glands. And flowing all the way down to the perineum and the root chakra. And also calibrating the adrenal glands, which are above the kidneys. So that as you stay connected to the heart of the central sun, to the center of the universe, and draw energy through this cable of connection that's coming down into your body through the crown of your head, you constantly receive energy and the recalibration, total recalibration of your chakras and endocrine glands now to the pattern of perfection or pranic harmony. Everything is recalibrated with this light. And as your chakras and endocrines are filled, Another stream of light is starting to flow through your energy channels, opening up, unlocking all the channels that are ready to be unlocked in your bodies. The nadis, the meridians of your body, are now being opened up and recalibrated with this light. That is now flowing down again, also through your nervous system, calibrating your entire nervous system now. All the nerve circuitry in your body is being calibrated with a stream of light coming down from the heart of the central sun. Release, allow, receive. Know that the column of light around you that is surrounding and protecting you is pre-programmed to dissolve, transmute, transform whatever is flowing now out of you. Then another stream of light comes down and flows through your circulatory system, through all the vessels in your body, all the veins in your body, and also it recalibrates the structure of your blood, purifies and harmonizes your blood and your circulatory system. Allow it to work with your blood, which is the transporter of energy and nutrients through your body, and calibrate it now. And also the veins through which the blood circulates. Then another deep, deep, deep breath in, drawing more light through this connection cable from the heart of the central sun, allowing it to flow through your organs, internal organs. It flows down through the brain, right, left hemisphere being balanced now. Flowing down through the eyes, nose, mouth, teeth, down through the neck, down through the chest, heart, lungs. Calibrating also down into the digestive system, the gut system, the liver, pancreas, spleen, kidneys, then lower into the uterus or prostate and ovaries or testes, going down through the genitals, down through the feet, all the way down. Calibrating all internal organs. Then another stream of light flows down again, calibrating the skeleton, the foundation of your body, the bone system, starting from the skull all the way down through your neck, all the way down through your spine and ribs, all the way down through the shoulders and arms to the fingertips, all the way down through the spine to the hips and all the way down. The hip bone is very important because the bone marrow there is holding the key to your immune system. So the more you put energy in your bone marrow, the more immunity you have. Then it flows down through the feet, the bones of the feet, all the way down to the fingertips. Imagine your skeletal system lighting up like a Christmas tree filled with energy now. Then another stream of light coming down through the muscles of your body. Each aspect of your muscles is being calibrated, the density, the structure of your muscular system, all that stuff, so that you have healthy muscles, strong. Breathe and allow and receive and release. We ask that whatever there is in the cellular memory that's ready to be released, that is maybe resisting to this energy, can be released now. And another stream of light or energy is going now through your skin system. Also the lymph system is getting fully calibrated. The lymph purifies and detoxes lots of stuff in the body now. It's getting also detoxed itself. Deep breath in, knowing that it flows fully, and another deep breath in. We allow light to flow through your skin system. The biggest organ of the body is the skin. So the most challenged because it literally interfaces and connects us to the exterior. All the messages of the external environment are perceived through the skin, and not only the temperature and how windy the day is and stuff like this, but also the energies around us are also perceived through our skin. That's why the skin needs to be protected and pampered, being the biggest organs and the biggest detox system, because you eliminate so much through your skin, through the sweat and so many other processes. And your skin can also breathe. So allow this light to calibrate all the areas of your skin, all the surfaces of your skin that are not maybe fully harmonious. Just all of them being calibrated and healed now. Maybe if you have some blemishes or some irritation on the skin, whatever there is, some rash, some spots, you know, whatever there is. So that your whole system is calibrated now to a higher frequency, to the pattern of health. And we ask that this is done with joy and ease and grace, so that you have only beautiful results with this meditation. And last but not least, a ray or a structure of light goes through your whole auric field, calibrating your auric field, whatever areas in your auric field that are not filled now, that are not fully colored, fully brightly colored, now can be repatterned if you're ready to. Whatever is ready to be released from your auric field, also debris, cords of attachment, anchors that you are ready to release, whatever you're holding attachments to, not only people, but also habits. Everything that you're ready to release from your auric field can be calibrated with this light now. The etheric hooks that keep you hooked to people or habits, also, if you're ready, you can just release them into this light. With a deep breath in and out, we just release it all. Big breath in, big breath out. Release. And let this light now coming down from your heart. As it comes into your heart, you breathe it into your heart chakra. It calibrates your heart chakra to the pattern of prana. And as you exhale, you allow it to flow into the cells, into the organs, into all your physical systems, into the auric field and out into the universe. Another deep breath in. Again, light flowing into your heart chakra opening up more and more, activating the crystal in your heart chakra. And then flowing out into your organs as you exhale, into all your physical systems, into your auric field and out into the universe. You're like a big sunshine radiating out love and light from your heart as you bring it down into your heart from the heart of the central sun, just with the breath and your focus, knowing that you always have a connection cable that connects you to the universe and to the heart of the central sun. And now you let this light from your heart sun flowing down into the sun of the center of the planet, into the heart of Gaia. You let it flow down into your lower chakras, down through your feet, down through your roots. You feel that you have roots like a big tree. And these roots are rooting down into the earth, going through all the layers of the earth now and going down towards the heart of Gaia. And feel that you connect to the heart of Gaia. Feel that the energy from the heart of Gaia of compassion and love and gentle femininity and flow and beauty and compassion and kindness is starting to flow up into your system through your roots, flowing up to the soles of the feet, flowing up to the ankles, the calves, the knees, the thighs, flowing up to the hips, flowing up to the lower back and up through your spine, all the way up through your heart, mixing up with the cosmic energy that you're bringing down and mixing up, radiating the perfect masculine feminine balance and going up to the base of your skull and to the top of your head, fully flowing into your body. As you breathe up, you bring the energy up from the center of the earth. It goes all the way up to the top of your head. And as your body is full, you exhale it out. And you feel that it flows all the way around you as a cascade, as a streaming fountain, forming a sphere around you. In a toroidal system, the sphere is basically shielding you, harmonizing your auric field, but also shielding it. It's like a bioshield, a magnetic bioshield with the energy of Gaia, the Mother Earth. Forming this bioshield around you, you're basically protected by radiation, Wi-Fi, the emotions of the people around, thought forms that don't serve you, the negativity of all kind, pollution, whatever it is, you just feel that you're having this shield around you and it protects you from everything. And this shield is basically also harmonizing your frequencies, bringing all the elements that you need, in your system, because Gaia has the same elements as your body, earth, water, fire, air, ether, all that is in the structure of Gaia and in the structure of your body. And this shield, this energy is bringing all the elements balance in you. Taking another deep breath in, we're coming back into our bodies now fully. We're feeling that you inhabit your body from the toes to the soles of the feet. You wiggle your toes back into your body. And then the feet, you know, the calves, the knees, the thighs, you're inhabiting them, fully present in your body, like a hand within a glove. Then the hips, then the lower back, the abdomen, upper back, chest. You're fully present in your chest, fully present in your arms to the fingertips. You're fully present in your shoulder blades, shoulders, neck, fully present in your head, fully present to the tips of your hairs, back into your body. You're fully present here now. You can come back into the room, maybe shake a little or wiggle your body a little, you know, coming back into your body, fully present here now. And very happy to see you back here. If you have any questions or something to add, you can use the YouTube comments if you're on YouTube. And we can see each other tomorrow sometime, same time, you know, it's, let's just say between 8 and 9, because sometimes things come up. As today, I apologize for a little delay of today. It's a very crazy busy time and I'm adjusting it all so that we fit in this class, and I'm very happy and grateful if you would be okay, you know, to be between 8 and 9 whenever that comes, because sometimes it can be, you know, 8 sharp and sometimes it can be around 8:30 or so. And that's why I'm saying like this. If it's okay for you, just type yes in the comments. If not, I'm trying to adapt, but just know that sometimes it can be like this due to all the global shifts that are happening now and all the events that I'm invited to participate in. Sometimes it's happening that sometimes there's not exactly the same hour. Good news is that on Thursday we have beautiful streaming with India, with Delhi. Somebody from Delhi has invited me to their live streaming, which is called Women on Top. It's going to be a discussion about intimacy, femininity, all the stuff that I've been talking about for ages now. And it's going to be especially for the women in India. There's a lot of repression and maybe confusion there, but also it's going to be for all the women in the world. So on Thursday, around 4:30 p.m. our time, in Romania time, it's going to be this live streaming. I'm going to share the details of where you can watch later into this week, as they're sending me the streaming details. I'm going to share it with you, but I'm just announcing you that Thursday afternoon you have a special treat. You know, this talk about intimacy and femininity, and at the end of this program is going to be an prana, intimacy, and kundalini class, probably on June 30th or so. I'm just going to announce the date soon. It's going to also be an intimacy class that we're going to be doing together if you feel to participate. So that's the news for today. I'm sending you all big hugs of love. If there's no any additional questions or comments, or if you've fallen asleep, maybe, I'm just gonna complete for today and see you tomorrow around 8 p.m. Big hugs. I'm gonna send the link to watch tomorrow also at 8. Blessings and much love. And have a nice sleep, everyone. Big hugs.